What's up, y'all? Welcome back. And today we are talking about why Drake is better than your favorite artist. Quick pause real quick, y'all. We have the Arizona today. So I look a little crazy. It's spring break, you feel me? Like I said in the last video. I'm not gonna be looking attractive. And I just got home from biking from the grocery store. Just got not one, not two, 3 lollipops, and some churros for me. So we gonna be eating good. My thing does not want to stand up. Anyways, we're getting into why Drake is better than your favorite artist. Let's get into it. So, since the whole Kendrick beat, there's been this whole thing around Drake where he's trash. And one thing y'all are gonna learn about me is I'm a D1 Drake Glazer. When the Iceman album comes out, I'm making a video on that. But Drake is better than your favorite artist. And you don't have to like Drake. You don't have to respect Drake. Wait, no, I said that wrong. You don't have to like Drake, but you gotta respect Drake. What he's done, he stayed relevant since 2009. You know what I'm saying? Before I was even, like he's been relevant for a hot minute. You know what I'm saying? So, not many artists do that. Look, like, many artists die out after, like, 6 years, you know what I'm saying? Some artists are even shorter careers than that. Drake has maintained over almost 20 years of making music. And I will admit, he has kind of fallen off lately. He isn't as good as he used to be. Because I'm telling you, Drake in the early 2010s, that's a different Drake. But he's maintained his status, and he has even gotten bigger than he used to be. But you gotta realize with this whole Kendrick and Drake beef. I'm not one of those Drake fans that like to drag the beef. You know what I'm saying? But like, you gotta realize with this, because this is like where the hate for Drake really started. Drake won the beef. Okay, everyone's saying he lost. Has anything Kendrick said been confirmed? No. Wow, Drake actually said true things that have already been confirmed. And then y'all always still pointing wife beater. Kendrick beats his, well, they're not technically married, but like, Kendrick beats his wife. It was proven all the way back in 2014, bro. I don't even want to get started on A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky is not good. He has one good album, bro. And that's that one album that has a song, I smoked away my brain, think I'm feeling. Like that one's good, I will admit. All the albums are trash. Drake, Lust for Life by Drake clears his entire catalog, bro. Drake's unreleased music clears his entire catalog, bro. Y'all gotta get that. You don't have to like Drake. You don't have to like his music, but you gotta respect him, bro. You gotta respect him. The way he's been able to stay relevant and still make good music. Not even, 4 years ago, he came out with that 21 Savage album, bro. That was heat. Even For All the Dogs, heat. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all gotta really tap in. And, like, this really doesn't apply to just the casual music fans. But the ones I want to debate about who's better, Drake is a better lyricist. And all y'all saying he has a ghostwriter, he doesn't. There's many videos showing he writes his own songs. And I promise you, every artist has their producer's touch and say, hey, maybe this would sound better. Every artist has that. But the majority of the songs the artists make, you know what I'm saying? Like the majority of a song. So I am an artist, you know what I mean? I have people give me input on what sounds good, what doesn't. But I'm like, I write majority of the song. because I'm the artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's many videos of Drake. Maybe now he doesn't use it because he's like what, entering his 40s. What does he need to be doing? Like, you feel what I'm saying? But like, back then, like his music now is taking a dip, and maybe he does have ghostwriter. No, back then no, all Drake. It was all Drake. And back then you gotta respect Drake, bro. His catalog is impressive. What he's done, he's the most pop. Even Kanye West himself, before he turned crazy, said Drake is the greatest artist of all time. There's an interview, look it up. Kendrick saying, or Kanye saying Kendrick, or Kanye saying Drake is the greatest of all time, and it'll pop up. Kanye West. That should tell you enough. But y'all need to understand, like, you don't have to like Drake, but you gotta respect him, you know what I'm saying? And if you listen to his songs, his lyrics mean something, bro. A lot of these artists, Playboy Cardi, a lot of these artists, they just talk to talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick Lamar, he just talks to talk, bro. And he doesn't stay relevant. He doesn't consistently drop music. Drake consistently drops music. I mean, he's working on the album right now, so you can kind of give him a break. But like, they literally feed Kendrick Lamar Grammys. You know what I'm saying? That's how he stays relevant. He'll drop one song and they'll feed him 20 Grammys for it, bro. While Drake will have one of the greatest albums of all time and they don't give him a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? It's glazed. You know what I'm saying? But when you and think about it, Drake made the industry. Like a lot of like I say like I can see the point where Lil Wayne technically made the industry and Kanye technically made the industry because they brought Drake up and then Drake brought all these other artists up. But that point kind of kills it because they didn't bring like they brought one artist up when Drake has brought 20 artists up. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's done more for this industry. Your favorite artist, I bet you Drake has brought up. Like Kendrick Lamar, Drake has brought up. The Weeknd, Drake. Party Next Door, Drake. 21 Savage, Drake. Like A$AP Rocky, Drake. There's so many interviews of them praising Drake because Drake helped them out, you know what I'm saying? But they all want to switch up on him, and that's really show you how fake the industry is. Y'all saying Drake can't rap? Y'all don't know. Family Matters is the best diss track out of this beef. I'll admit, when I first heard them, I thought Kendrick's his disses were fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say they were bad, except for not like that's horrid. But like, I'm not gonna sit there just because I like Drake and be like, nah, Kendrick Lamar is like Kendrick has good songs. I'm not gonna sit here and say Kendrick Lamar is the worst artist ever because Kendrick Lamar does have good songs. But this whole big three narrative of Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. First off, J. Cole is trash. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole had one good album in 2016, and what has he done since? You feel what I'm saying? And all y'all can come for me in the comments where y'all wanna talk about. Don't diss J. Cole. Don't diss what? Listen to J. Cole's songs. His lyrics don't make sense, dude. He's just rhyming to rhyme, bro. He's just sitting there rhyming to rhyme. And if you really like J. Cole, bro, go watch BRS reacts to the fall off. That changed my perspective on J. Cole. Because actually listen to his lyrics, but they're trash. You know what I'm saying? Actually, if you're a casual listener and you don't care about none of that, J. Cole's a good artist, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and say J. Cole's like, you can't listen, unlistenable. But if you're like me, you take the music seriously, you take what they're saying seriously, J. Cole is terrible. And you'll realize that. You will realize that. When you listen to his lyrics, he just talks to talk, dude. You know what I'm saying? He just talks to talk. Kendrick Lamar has good songs. But Kendrick and A$AP, they're in the same tier. A$AP Rocky, Kendrick or Drake's line where it was like, you're gonna have to model something before you ever think of dropping anything again, like any shit again. But that's true though. He's gonna do all this other stuff before he drops the album, and then when he drops the album, it's mid again. You feel me? He has one good album. The Weeknd is the only The Weeknd has stayed relevant, and I love The Weeknd. I'll give The Weeknd that. The Weeknd is a good artist. I can't say nothing bad about The Weeknd, except for how you gonna switch him on Drake when Drake brought you up. But, and y'all don't listen to what he says, bro. I guarantee you, if you sat down 30 minutes listening to Drake songs, listen to what he says, he's the best lyricist ever. He has the best lyric making of all time, and I will die on that hill, bro. I will die on that hill. Drake has the best lyricist of any artist because the lyrics Drake be making, bro. If you listen to Hours in Silence or Rich Baby Daddy, Drake's verse, or even January, you pretend to see life clearly, yearly. February be the time where you put the evil eye on the pride side for the fantasy. Listen to his lyrics, bro. I'm not saying you gotta love the dude, but you gotta respect him. You gotta respect him. Alright, I'm sorry, y'all. So, there's a daycare across the street, and the fire alarm just started going off there. So, if you hear that in the background, ignore it. Yeah, whatever. I was like, what the hell is that noise? But, you don't gotta love the dude, but you gotta respect him. You know what I'm saying? You have to respect Drake. What Drake has done, his lyrics are fire. You don't have to like him, but you gotta respect him, though. You gotta. That's why I'm gonna wrap this video up. This is why Drake is better than your favorite artist. And, yeah. Love y'all. State of affairs. Tomorrow's video, I'm thinking it's gonna be how I got cheated on in full depth. Cause yesterday's video, which is doing amazing, by the way, it really didn't. I really skimmed over the how I got cheated on part. So I'm gonna make, like I said in last week's or yesterday's State of Affairs. Tomorrow I'm gonna make how I got cheated on. You know what I'm saying? The real premises of how I got cheated on. So that's it for today's video, y'all. I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. For me, helps me out a lot. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. I might do 2 videos in one day. I low-key might pump out another one and drop it to later today. But it's about to be 3. So, I love y'all. Peace out.